And then we have got a description here. One among many thousands never touched, engrossed in the external world's design. Many thousands engrossed in the external world's design. That is what we are all, in those thousands you see. Is chosen, one among them is chosen by secret witness eye and driven by pointing hand of light across his souls and mapped immensitude. So you have got a few, one among many. Now, this passage is a, well, I mean, there are spiritual seekers, there are aspiring souls and all that thing. But how many come to this point of realization? How many come? Many strive, but a few do come. And those few are the ones who really matter from the point of view of the spiritual growth. It is they who bring something and then we gain from that. You see. Now, this is a direct echo of what we have in the Gita.
But then these few come back to change the world?
Well, I mean, they bring the spiritual value, they bring the spiritual powers, they bring spiritual knowledge. It is by that we grow.
But normally there is a
how many? Yeah. Very few. Very few. One among many thousands is chosen by a secret eye. Secret eye, the divine himself. The one who is chosen is by the divine himself and is driven. He becomes the chosen instrument. This is the echo of the Gita. Among thousands of men, the Gita says, among thousands of men, one here and there strives after perfection. Among thousands, one here and there strives after perfection. And of those who strive after perfection and attain to perfection, those who have the siddhi, attain perfection, one here and there knows me. Knows me in all the principles of my existence. You see, many people strive. Among those who strive, there are very few who really know me in the principle, in the values of what I am for God. Very few. So this is a direct echo of the Gita statement here. I will read that shloka. Chapter 7. I will read a couple of earlier slokas also. Listen, O Partha, Sri Krishna is telling to Arjuna, how with your mind clinging in me, how your mind clinging in me and taking refuge in me and practicing yoga, you will without any doubt know me in full. So that's the assurance. If your mind is focused on me, then without doubt you will be known in full. I shall teach you in full this knowledge combined with realization. Not only knowledge, but also you get the siddhi, the perfection of that. Which being known, nothing more here remains to be known. The siddhi, the perfection, the knowledge I will give you. If you know that, you don't have to know anything. That knowledge will contain everything what is required, you see. And then he says, among thousands of men, scarcely one strives for perfection. Among thousands of men, scarcely one strives for perfection. And those who strive and succeed, scarcely one knows me in truth. You see. One knows me in truth. One knows me in truth. Manushanam, that is man, the mental. Manushanam, sahastreshu, thousand, sahastreshu, kachit jatapi siddhaye, have attained perfection. Yatatami siddhanam kachin mam vetti tattvataha. In principle, in tattva, in value, Very few, only one or two will know me, see. Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschidyattapi siddhaye yadattamapi siddhanam kashmyan vetti tatutaha. Among thousands of men, scarcely one strives for perfection. And of those who strive for perfection and succeed, scarcely one knows me. So that is the Supreme Lord Himself. How can know? Yes, but that does not mean that we should not strive. It does not mean that we should strive. See. Now, so here we have got a direct echo of that verse, you see, from the Gita. To a few is given that God-like rare release. Now, but the important difference is between what we have in the Gita. Many thousands of them strive, and among them few come up to this point. Among them very few, one or two, know me. Know me. Now, in the words, it is not made explicitly in what way they know Him, by what process they know Him. That is not stated in the Gita. Here it is, to a few is given. To a few is given. That is the grace of the Supreme. You may try, you may struggle, you may achieve, you may pursue, but that does not mean that you will be given. To a few, given, that God like rarely given. Now this phrase is important, is given, which is not really specified in the Gita. Gita simply states that among thousands of them, people strive, among them very few really know me in full then. Know me how? By their own effort or by somebody else's sanctioning the boon to you. So what is left unspecified in the Gita is made explicit here, is given. You have to strive, you have to struggle, you have to attempt, and then you are granted the boon. Is given. This is important. To a few is given that God like rare release, it is granted to you, you see. You don't earn it yourself, you see. It is bestowed upon you, you see. One among many, you see, this is exactly the phrase of many thousands, never touched, engrossed in the external world's design, is chosen, you see, is given, is chosen by secret witness eye. So Ashwapati is a chosen instrument to the divine. Ashwapati is a chosen instrument to the divine. He is chosen. He is chosen by secret witness eye, who watches everything. It is that eye of the Supreme, who watches all your actions and movements and your aspiration and all that thing. It is He who chooses. It is He who chooses. He uses his own judgment. Yes, this man has qualified enough now, and let us admit him in our chamber. He is chosen by secret witness eye and driven by pointing hand of light. Again, and is driven. So is chosen, is given, is chosen, driven. All these things are there by a pointing hand of light across his soul's unmapped immensitude. So you can see the difference between what we have got in the Gita and what we have got here, see, basically, see. A pilgrim, everlasting truth. Well, still you have to be a pilgrim. You see, a pilgrim is there, or the everlasting truth is there, but then whether you will reach the shrine, that descent. Our measures cannot hold his measureless mind. He has turned to the voices of the narrow realm. He has turned. Now one who has chosen, he has turned from the narrow voices to the realm. He doesn't care about small things here now. And left the little lane of human time. He has gone on the highway of the Spirit. He is walking on the roads of God. He is treading the paths of the divine. and left the little lane of human time. In the hushed presence of a vaster plan, he traced the vestibule to the unseen. In the hushed presence of a vaster plan, huge big temple is there, the precincts are there, like South Indian temples, Gopuram, and then vestibule after vestibule, open areas after open areas, door after that, and then you have got the sanctum sanctorum inside that thing. So you pass through all those vestibules, all those open areas, those halls where you have got many things. He trade vestibule to the unseen. That unseen, because that deity is not yet visible. You are still in the outer yards of the temple, shrine. In the hushed presence, but these temples are really very quiet, calm, huge big things are there, and you feel a kind of a calm. Although there might be a big crowd there, still you feel a kind of a calm there, you see. In the hushed presence of a vast plan, he trades vestibule to the unseen, or listens, following a bodiless guide. Listens, following a bodiless guide. See, the guide is there always. To a lonely cry in boundless vacancy. Either he is driven by a secret hand, or there is a guide, lonely guide, who is taking forward with him. In the deep cosmic murmur, falling still, the cosmic noises, the triumph of life is no more there.